Hello again, and welcome to another episode of International Flavors on a Student Budget. We strive to bring you creative and fun recipes from all different countries every time, and we hope you've been enjoying all our previous episodes. Today we're cooking with Vince, an international exchange student from Jamaica. Hi Vince.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm well, how are you doing?
I'm really good. What are we cooking today?
Today we're going to be making Jamaican chicken soup.
And what is special about Jamaican chicken soup?
Well, besides everything, my grandmother taught me how to make it. So, it's something that I've grown up cooking, and I want to share the ingredients and the taste with you guys today.
Perfect. And how's your experience been at TRU?
Well, so far so good. I love it here at TRU. It's a great university.
That's wonderful to hear. So Vince, what's in Jamaican chicken soup?
Well, I'll show you what's in Jamaican chicken soup. First we have flour, which is used to knead the dumplings. Then we have some Japanese sweet potato. We have chocho, which is commonly known in North America as chayote squash. We have some chopped carrots. We have chopped potatoes. We have some green onions or scallion. We have jalapeno peppers. We have some fresh thyme. We've got some garlic, some chopped corn on the cob. We've got some pumpkin. We've got some chicken all sliced up and ready to go. We've got some pimento seeds, which gives it a little bit of flavor. We've got your basic garlic powder, your onion powder, and last but most important, we have cock soup. This is a Jamaican Grace product, and without this in your soup is nothing.
Well, those ingredients look really good. I'm very excited. Alrighty Vince, let's start cooking.
Alright, so now that we've got our water boiling, the first thing we want to do is add some salt. Add a little bit, about a tablespoon maybe. I've been doing this for a while, so have a good feel. Then after we do that, we immediately want to add our pumpkin to get that going. Ooh. Then, come over here, we'll add a little garlic. We'll add a pinch of oil, just so that none of our foods stick to the bottom of the pot. And we'll add some corn. After adding all that, we'll just allow it to just boil for a little bit, about 10 to 15 minutes or so. Should be fine. All right, well, meanwhile that all of that is going on, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna knead the flour to make dumplings. So first I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Like I said before, I'm an expert. I don't need a spoon. So that looks like it'll be about enough. Then after that, I'm gonna add a little bit of water. Don't wanna add too much and make it too soft. After I add my water, I'm going to begin to mix the flour in with the water until I get the right texture. So, after you add your water and you knead your flour and you get the right texture, it should look something like this. It shouldn't be too soft and it shouldn't be too hard. It should be nice and doughy, kind of like you're making pizza. Alright? And then what I'll do is, I'll make little dumpling rolls that I'll just drop in the pot. You want to make them nice and small because you want to serve your soup in a bowl. So you don't want it too heavy. They'll look something like this, nice and small. Just drop them right in. All right, now that you got your dumplings cooking and your corn looks like it's pretty much cooked, you're gonna begin to add all your other ingredients that don't take as long to cook.
So Vince, it's already smelling so good, and I see that we have more ingredients to put in. Okay, so what's next?
All right, what's next? We're gonna put in our Japanese sweet potato. All these items don't take very long to cook, so you can wait right until things are about finished before you start adding these. Then I'm gonna add some potatoes. We're gonna add some chayote squash. And then I'm gonna add some carrots.
Perfect.
After that, I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit here. And the thing about this dish is, when my grandmother used to make it for me, all these ingredients were actually organic. See, my grandmother owns a place in Jamaica where she has a lot of land, so she grows all these things: corn, squash, potatoes, different things like that. So, you know, it's a very healthy meal. A lot of times we eat this meal or drink this soup when we're sick, like we have the flu. This is the cure.
Wow.
Now that, you know, things are boiling and looking pretty good in here, we're gonna just add our chicken, which shouldn't take that long. Just, these are just chicken thighs that are cut in half. That's why it's called chicken soup.
So Vince, it looks like we're in the home stretch of this recipe and some delicious spices coming up next.
Yes, that's right. Now what we're gonna do is what Jamaicans like to call season the pot.
Okay.
Right? So this is where you add all your spices to get that flavor that you really want, right? So like I said, no measurements needed. You
You're
know,
an
this
expert.
It's not my first rodeo. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a few pimento seeds. All right, not too much.
Okay.
Then we're gonna add your basic onion powder, just a tad bit. Don't want to overwhelm it. Then we're gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. There's already garlic chops in there, but the powder provides a different taste that complements the seasoning. Then after we add our powder seasonings, we're gonna drop some jalapeno peppers in there.
Spicy.
A little spicy, not too much. I added it last, that way it doesn't overwhelm the pot with, you know, that spiciness. It just gives you a little pinch. Then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add our scallions that we had earlier. And these are beaten so that way they kind of melt into the pot and the flavor just absorbs into the chicken. And then we're just gonna add some thyme leaves. After we do that, just stir everything up.
Add some serious color there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yummy.
This is what does the trick.
That looks really good now. I am so
You can
ready.
almost smell the difference, right?
Yeah, I am so ready to eat.
All right, so we're just about at the home stretch. But before I can add this secret ingredient, I need you to do something for me.
Uh-oh, what?
I need you to put on the dreads and dance.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. All right. Now I can go ahead and add this last little secret ingredient. The reason why I call it the secret ingredient, this is what gives the soup all the flavor.
Oh.
Without this, you just have boiling water, right? No matter how much seasoning you put in, this is what really does the trick. And you save this for last because it cooks so fast that it'll stick to the pot.
Okay.
So when you're putting this in, you want to keep the pot nice and low and keep stirring the entire time. Everything else you can kind of just drop in the pot and go do some homework. But this you for sure want to monitor so it doesn't stick to the pot. All right?
Looks delicious.
And that is Jamaican soup. Jamaican chicken soup.
So Vince, I know the secret ingredient was really my awesome dance moves, but this looks amazing and thank you so much for coming and cooking with us.
No problem. You're welcome. I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you. I'm gonna try some.
So am I.
Follow the link below to our blog to download the recipe and the grocery list. Try this recipe at home and post a photo on Instagram and tag us at myTRU.